Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Today is a very sad day for me. Dying Light 2 is almost unplayable on PS4, and that sucks. I've been looking forward to Dying Light 2 for a long time. Dying Light 1 is one of my favorite games of all time, and not because it has some deep, sophisticated story. It's no Silent Hill 2 or Bloodborne, but I love Dying Light for the gameplay. The movement, combat, and physics feel so good in the original Dying Light. I never had any problems with frame rates or rendering issues. The game always ran well and felt good to play. The exploration was on point and it felt very, very immersive. Like 500 hours and the platinum on PS4 twice kind of immersive. In Dying Light 2, it's kind of hard to explore and get immersed when the game is completely fucking broken. They did make some improvements to combat. There's a parry mechanic, which if you know or follow me, you know I absolutely love parry mechanics in video games. Check out my Blasphemous video for more of that. But everything else in Dying Light 2 is either different or a downgrade in my opinion. The game's physics feel really messed up and off. Apparently it isn't supposed to be like that and there's a patch on the way, but it's kind of hard to tell what's broken or just meant to be different. People on Reddit have been complaining about the physics a lot, but people have also been saying the parkour is better in Dying Light 2. Maybe it is, but for me the movement feels floaty. It felt incredible in the first game, and if it isn't broken, why fix it? I understand wanting to take risks and pushing the limits. I'm a professional musician, I've been there. I've actually been there a lot. I always want to try new things and I can't stick with what I'm good at. But with all the bugs in this game, it's impossible to appreciate the hard work and creativity that went into it. The first thing I noticed was the way the game looked. There's heavy motion blur that you can't turn off and everything looks absolutely terrible at a distance. It all looks blurry and low res. On top of that, the game has so many rendering issues. Every time I walk into or exit a building, everything is half rendered and jacked. People's faces are gray, buildings are gone, you can fall through the map. It sucks. No joke, half the dialogue cutscenes had no volume. You couldn't hear what anyone was saying, so many audio issues, different things cutting in and out. The sound design is so important to the immersion of a game. So what? Clunky? Rendering issues, glitchy, messed up physics when you're killing zombies? Your game chat needs to be on like 4 or everybody sounds way too fucking loud? It's impossible to get immersed in the world with these issues. And with the immersion being the #1 reason to play the game, I have to be honest, the game is broken and unplayable. I tried to explain this to people on Reddit, but just got downvoted to oblivion. Downvoted for telling the truth, at that. It took me 10 hours to play through the main story. I couldn't spend any time doing side stuff because I couldn't get immersed with all the issues. I have 2 straight hours of footage that's nothing but back-to-back game-breaking bugs. I haven't even mentioned the blue screens and multiplayer issues. When you can't get immersed in the game, the cliches and generic story become very apparent. Dying Light 1 didn't have some great story, like I said, though the following DLC did add some really cool story beats in my opinion. Dying Light 2's story is not just cliche, but cliche and forgettable. Half the dialogue I couldn't hear because of the audio issues, and half of it I wanted to skip because it was so fucking boring. I really didn't want to slam this game. I love Techland a lot, and I love Dying Light even more, but I have no choice. I have to be honest about my experience. I'm so disappointed. I was looking forward to getting lost in this world, to get immersed and forget about the bullshit issues I deal with in real life. I've heard that Dying Light 1 had its problems on launch, but performance aside, Dying Light 1 did everything better in every way. They kept adding DLC to the first game and every single time it was sick. I just kept thinking, if they're still polishing the game to this day, the sequel will have to be crazy fucking good. They must be cooking up something incredible. Dying Light 2 feels like it was made by the B team, like the lead devs from the first game are off working on something else and just dictating from far away, because this game is not cut from the same cloth. Now, maybe if I could get immersed in the game, actually spend time exploring and absorbing all the nuance, feel the atmosphere and the music, let it all soak in, perhaps I could feel differently. In fact, I want this to be the case. I'm not married to the idea that Dying Light 2 is ass. There's a patch coming this week and I'm hoping so much that it makes the game playable on PS4. I would love to go back in and explore and chase trophies. Right now it seems like the only way to enjoy this game is to have a high-end PC. It's not like PS5s are easy to get, and yeah, I forgot to mention, PS4 players can't even play with PS5 players. I had a group ready to play Dying Light 2. Well, I thought I had a group. The S really does stand for sell. But yeah, 2 of us have PS4s, so fuck us, I guess. People on Reddit were saying things like, the PS4 is just holding the game back. They shouldn't even release games on PS4 anymore. Okay, sure, but Dying Light 2 has been in development on the PS4 for 7 years. Lower the fucking graphics and make the game run well. People are way too worried about graphics and resolution. This video probably isn't going to help my channel. The algorithm doesn't like negativity, even though I'm only telling the truth. But if you can find it in your heart to like, comment, and subscribe, that would be sick. It really helps a lot. Also, if you're interested in or curious about the music I make, follow me on Instagram. Lately, instead of making beats and producing electronic stuff, I've been playing a lot of guitar, making videos and clips of songs I've been working on, and doing little covers of riffs and solos. Alright, that pretty much covers it. Thank you so much if you watched till the end of the video. I love you all. Till next time.